All she cares about is money in the city where she's from. Her intention is the paper, she don't need no fucking love. She's spilling all this liquor, trying to pass me all these cups. Well, baby girl, I'm torn, and somebody should have told her I popped one. Fuck it, I popped one. Oh girl, I'm on one. Fuck it, I popped one. I popped one. Girl, I'm lying, I'm on a few. Don't you worry, this ain't new. Can we take this to your spot? I'm on a fiction number 2, 'cause I popped one.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on the little white Festiva again, the 93 fuel injected Festiva. Last time you saw it, we had just put the engine in it and I was getting everything together to get it running. It was really close, but I didn't quite get to it that night. It was getting pretty late. So since then, I've tinkered with it a little. I've been really busy, hadn't had much of a chance to mess with it, but I've tinkered with it a little and it is now running. I have a few clips from that right here. So I had a pretty busy weekend of racing and I didn't get to work on the old Festiva a whole lot, but I think I'm gonna try to get it fired up because it's really, really close. So pretty much all I need to do is put the intake tube on and put the fuel lines on. But before I put the fuel lines on, I want to double check back here in the tank and see what kind of shape it's in, because I had the injectors cleaned. So I've already, oh God. So I've already been back here and I haven't pulled this up yet. I'm gonna get this fuel line off. I'm gonna see what kind of shape the tank is in, and then I'll determine whether or not I just wanna run it from this tank or run it through a gas can for now. Got the sending unit out and it actually looks pretty good in there. The sending unit's not all corroded, rusted up, as well as in the tank here. Let me get a light. That looks pretty good in there as well. Not too bad. Nothing a good filter won't take care of. Fresh fuel filter. So I'm gonna send it on that gas. That gas doesn't look too bad old either. It doesn't smell bad, so we're gonna send it. We got the fuel sending unit stuck back in there and the cover panel put back on. So now I'm gonna try to throw this new fuel filter on and see what it'll do. Well, well, well. Look what we have here. Gotta push it out of the shop anymore. Okay, so now that you see that it was running, the next thing on the list to do is to fix the massive speed holes in the floor. I have the fiberglass expert Jerry here with me. So before I could really throw the interior in this car, I probably need to address the slight quarter size rust holes in the floor.
More like almost softball size.
They're pretty bad. You could yeah, that's kind of tough. So we're gonna take care of that today, and they don't really make patch panels for these cars, believe it or not. So instead, we're gonna take a piece of metal and lay it down for a base support. And then we're gonna put some fiberglass on it, some fiberglass resin. Now Jared here knows all about fiberglass resin.
All about it. I know all about it. Let me see. I've done the Rancheros floorboards, and I've done the entire roof of the 68 Mustang I have, because it was a cheese grater, worse than that. And I was able to make it look somewhat like a roof again. So.
I'm telling you, that boy can work with some fiberglass. So we're gonna try to get that cleaned up. You're gonna get the metal put in, probably bolted in, riveted in, probably in the future riveted in, but for now, probably could just self-tap. And then we'll lay some fiberglass cloth over it, let that harden up, because I mean, it's not like we're working with some SEMA build. It's just a beater daily driver. It's gonna get sound in there, it's gonna get carpet, you'll never see it. I just don't need water coming through there. So we're gonna get working on that.
See, that's gonna take forever going through it like that. Do you want to get all this up?
I mean, as much as we need to.
I'd say probably just around the edges of the rust.
And then rust encapsulate it.
Yeah, rust encapsulate it.
And slather it with something.
With resin.
Okay.
Resin. And then more cloth, more resin. And then
more cloth.
Yeah, and then when you can't see it, you know it's a success. Because out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
And
we're gonna lay the carpet over it and forget about it.
yeah, because I just put another hole in the floor.
Did you really?
Yeah, that.
Jerry.
And then that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Can't get any help nowadays. Didn't go through. So we gotta clean all this up.
You don't have to clean all of it, just get the majority of it.
It's pretty soft right there.
Yeah, because it didn't sink down all the way.
What is this?
That is your wiring harness. Damn, let's make the hole bigger. We don't need to cut any more off. That's
Are you sure? I'm thinking we just section it.
go through the rail and everything.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Let's just frickin' tube chassis this race car. Hell, fire!
You right there.
So while Jerry's over there making a bunch of racket, I'm gonna straighten this patch panel out, get a good flat. Thank you. What? So we got our patch panel made here. We have access to a chop saw, but we do things the hard way, I guess. Patch panel, how'd we do?
Be able to tell once we get it slid into place.
Do we need the cutoff wheel again?
Got some
Love the cutoff wheel. So while Jerry's finding us a bit driver over there, I think we're just gonna self-tap this patch panel in right here. You know what I'm saying? Self-tap her in pretty good. And then we'll go over it with fiberglass, and then we'll get to putting fiberglass on the little holes. I think it'll be fine. Hey, it does have a steering wheel lock. I didn't know if it did. Come on, Jerry.
I have a feeling that's stainless.
Yeah? Yeah?
That's probably stainless steel that you chose to drill through.
Whoopsie. Whoopsie daisy.
We're gonna...
This might take a minute. Old Jerry's over there getting the fiberglass patch panels ready. I discovered a little more rust. And then in the process of getting that ready, I discovered a little more rust. This is escalating. This whole Festiva, less than ideal.
Ooh, quarter.
It's $1.
Hey, worth as much as the car. Okay. So Jerry's got that. I just discovered this hole. We got it cleaned up. We got it sucked out of there. All the rusty bits. That's all the rust we have on this side of the car. I think we've got that ironed out as good as we can. There's a little rust under this seat support we got to take care of, but we're probably gonna have to get it from the bottom side of the car. So I guess next is mix up some resin and start slathering it down.
That's it?
That's it. This is the professional. Never done fiberglass work in my life. I've never done body work in my life.
I don't know how well this is gonna work out because this stuff seems old.
Oh, what are you calling my materials here?
Old? All right, that.
So now what?
Yeah, give me out one of those. There. So what you do now, like, and for this instance, I'll show you this right here.
Okay.
You're gonna paint around the edges, but you wanna work fast because this stuff hardens up pretty quickly.
Okay. Paint around the edges.
Paint around the edges like that. Lay your cloth down. And then
You need something to mash it down with, or?
nope, that's what you use this for. Paint it. And just dab it on.
Oh, you gotta dab her down.
Yeah, dab it down.
A dab-a-doo.
Dab-a-doo.
All right, I'm gonna do the little small
Alright.
piece right here.
Have to mix more resin.
First.
That ain't no issue.
Then, am I doing it, Jerry?
Yes.
Am I doing it, buddy?
You're doing it. You're doing it, buddy. Good job. So aggressive.
Well, I want it to work. Well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this here. Is that like adequate?
Yeah, that's pretty good. And then get down in here because the fiber cloth, the cloth will mold to that down there.
A little more. Move back. Move back. Move back.
Oh, that's good. Just go ahead and hang it on. Yeah, see how it folds down?
I may need some more resin here in a minute. We're basically graveyard cars around here. Richard Rollins would be jealous of our body work. Ring Brothers, you think?
Oh, this is definitely a Ring Brother quality.
Yeah. All right, so we've got our patch panels welded in. We got to let them cure overnight. Don't want to warp the metal, but it's solid. Solid. Most solid Festiva on the road, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To spec.
Spec. It's meant. Okay. Well, that's all we can do for this tonight. So we'll probably let it cure a little bit, push it outside, and catch back up in the morning time. There it goes. 6,000 horsepower. This is better than the Ford Festiva. Look how close I was to hitting this trailer. I couldn't see over the freaking dash. I'm glad I remembered it was here. I almost totaled the car. Here we are, next day, and the inside of the car kind of smells like fiberglass for some reason. Must be a defect in these new welded in floor panels, but it's solid. I mean, I think that's really solid. I do plan on going back over it with some more cloth and resin once I get some more cloth. But I mean, obviously it's hard as a rock, and over all of this will be some kill mat, sound deadener. So I really don't think it'd be too much of an issue. When I get a chance, I'm gonna get it up on the lift and go across everything on the bottom side as well, probably seal it up and get it painted, undercoated, whatever I gotta do, just to keep water from going in. But overall, we're really close to having a driver here. I mean, the thing runs. We have brakes now. All it took after the Aspire swap just had to bleed it out. Got a really, really good brake pedal in it. I mean, just really good brakes. It runs good. If I can find the key. I mean, runs like a top. I've drove it down the road once, just as like a little last minute test run, and it didn't smoke. Had plenty of power. The timing is supposed to be set at 10 degrees before top dead center. I have it set around 13 or so, just give it a little more pep, and so it's idled up a little higher than what it should be because I haven't compensated for it with the idle yet. But overall, we're getting really close here. Next thing I'll do to this car will probably be sound deadening the floor, and then we'll be cleaning the carpet, cleaning the interior up, and we'll be probably swapping the clusters out of the other Festiva for the tack cluster, the AC controls. Then we'll tackle air conditioning. I picked up some wheels. What do you think? I like them. I mean, 50 bucks on Marketplace. I got a set of 4 14x6, the same specs as the Miata Steelies. So I throw these good tires on there, run them. I may paint them white, may leave them that aluminum looking silver or whatever. I don't know yet. But I'm really happy with the way the car's coming together. It runs, drives, it stops. Now we just gotta, maybe we'll bolt a seat down here in the future. I'll let you know when I do. I appreciate all the support on the Festiva revival video. I will probably be back on that Festiva in the future, probably next video maybe. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a pressure washing video if we can get some good weather around here. It's been cold and rainy. So I appreciate all the support. Welcome everybody new to the channel. That video blew up. I think as it sits right now, we're at like 21,000, 22,000 views. And I've went from 230 subscribers to 846 off that one video, and maybe a couple of shorts. But thank you everyone for the support. I'm gonna try to keep doing this every week, and I just hope you follow along with me. Let me know what you think about what I'm doing. What do you have any suggestions for me? I mean, I'm new to this stuff. I'm open to any suggestions. Leave a comment at what you think I should do with this car. Should I paint it? Should I wrap it? I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking we're gonna lower it and do like a rallycross style, 90s themed rallycross style. I don't know. Let me know what you think we ought to do with it. Please leave a like, please subscribe, leave a comment. I try to read and reply to every comment that I can. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your support. We'll see you next time.